It's happening right here in the reggae industry. Right here. When I think about people such as Lava, Lava is somebody that gave me the big bus. I ain't lying. DJ Lava from Lava Sound. And Lava, I remember Lava was in Cartel. The real Cartel was in jail. When Lava introduced Nico to him, and Cartel was right there and gave me my breakthrough through the grace of God. Cartel endorsed Nico, and Nico took off. And I'm shocked, certainly shocked, that Cartel is out here, not Vybz Kartel, Cartel is out here, and don't recognize the real ones.
Alright, boom, viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, you already know the thing's set. We're blessed. You also know the story incomplete if minute upon the beat, and as you can see, upon the screen. Yeah, Dancehall Queen Amari is touching base on the topics that's happening in dancehall, and she is somewhat on point. You see my say, you know, Amari listen to me, but I don't think she caught wind of my dancehall story channel where we revealed that, you know, the reason why Vybz Kartel dropped Lava is because he was a user and using his image and likeness to benefit himself and the last straws when he was hosting, you know, their birthday party on January 7th without him even knowing. You see my said, so you know God's nation was going to support that and a bag of money did not make it. See me? So on the set day, you know, Cartel put out Fame Flower with Lenny Matic, and as they see, he's traveling the world with him. You see my say, but she talked about Mashmo, Dan, Romeich, and a few other people. So let's hear what I go on for that to go on and proceed with the next.
Like Sikka Rhymes. Sikka Rhymes was Cartel's right hand. DJ Lava, you couldn't find nobody more loyal than these people. And these people are totally forgotten. And these people don't expect me to speak up for them. But one thing about me, when I love you till death do us part. And I'll forever remember Lava. Why isn't Lava on stage traveling around with Cartel? Why? I ain't lying. There was a time when Cartel was like God to them. When you said Gaza, that was DJ Lava. DJ Lava shouldn't be on no platform with his voice all broken, wondering, what did I do wrong? And a lot of people may be like, DJ Lava must have done something. Cartel must have heard something that he said. No. I mean, this relationship between Lava and Cartel was till thine kingdom come. Brotherhood is so much stronger than sisterhood. Those people swore loyalty till the very end. And Cartel, I just don't understand. How could you, even if you take over the battalion from the real Cartel, let's even forget that you're not the real Cartel. How can you leave these people behind? How? How? I mean, you don't even care about taking shame out of their faces? And what about all this money that the people paid, I think in Trinidad or one of those small islands? I mean, $1 million. You don't intend to turn back and even give them a show? You just intend to walk off with $1 million and just shove it under the rug and expect everybody to forget it? What's going on in this industry? What is going on? How can a producer like Romeich that have given so much to the fucking industry, how can he just be forgotten like that because of one incident? Because of somebody calling up his name, and he decide that he gonna put a stop to it? Not that it's right or wrong, but that's how they roll in the industry. And he's saying, enough, motherfucker. And you get a couple slaps, and all of a sudden, nobody remembers that producer that have given so much to the reggae industry. There was a time when Romeich came on platforms, everybody was like, woo, because the king is passing through. And now, I mean, he has to be hiding his family. He has to lay low. And there's no recognition for him in this music industry. It's sad, bro. It's really sad what is going on. Look how many queens we have in the dynasty. And you're telling me that you're just going to call one person queen around here. And that's Spice with a fake ass? What happened to the real queens? What happened to people like Lisa Ipe, so fucking talented? Just kick to the curb and give a little food money and a little phone whenever they're ready. We need to realize what is happening in this industry. So, if Lisa Ipe is mentally sick, why isn't she getting the best care abroad? Or you all just rather she be on pills? And when do you give her the pills? When she speaks the truth, then you all say that she's crazy. When she speaks the truth, what is going on in this industry? What is really going on? The realists. Lisa Ipe should be living in a palace. Lisa Ipe should have been given her roses in this industry, her flowers. Why are there just two people in the industry, Cartel and Spice, and not really giving these people the recognition? People like, I would say people like D'Angel, beautiful motherfucker, beautiful inside and out, but what? She talk too much, and she speaks all the while about a man in the industry who broke her heart. So you all not gonna give her flowers before she die? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? People like Tanya Stevens, you all treat her like shit. The last time I checked, she go to do a stage show in Jamaica. You all treat her like shit. If Cartel is gonna step out there and represent reggae and represent Jamaica, why aren't you bringing these people with you? Why? I just don't understand why. The man who's charging $1 million per show, why then are the hospitals in Jamaica still without equipment? When people like Shaggy stepped up and made sure this was done, and you say you're the king of dancehall, why aren't you doing more? What the fuck? Why are people bowing down to you when all you can say is if them say what under your nose? Why are they bowing down to you? Shouldn't you motherfucker be out there talking about all the women who are being slaughtered in Jamaica? Shouldn't you on every show, you understand, ask the people to put a lighter up for all the souls that we have lost? Shouldn't you be doing that? The time you motherfucker sit on Instagram and TikTok talking about your floozy acid, you should be representing black women. You should be speaking on their behalf and giving them back their self-esteem. Instead of telling the young men to sell their liver and whatever parts they have to sell to go to your concert, you should be in Jamaica crying peace. You should be giving the youth hope. So why are we going to these concerts just to make this man rich? Shouldn't we put a Jamaican out there to be rich to come back to help our country? Shouldn't he be speaking up about the oil drills, the people that are drilling up our country in order to get oil out of Jamaica that our prime minister allows? The drilling that will bring forth earthquakes. Now, don't get me wrong. RT Boss is a motherfucking itch. But when I think about it, he's a good itch. Because I realize that the people that he follow up are people that are really fucked up. When he talk about spice, and voodoo, it's just his way of saying, guess what? I was her voodoo priestess. And I want you to know if it's not me, it's somebody else. And she's going to go higher and higher and higher. But the trick that she's using now is to say, Jesus, 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 when she know not God. When I see him going after Cartel, even this week, I'm like, bro, back off, back off. You come into art. But the spirit inside of him feels something, knows something, and understands that something is not right. Something is not right. But are we listening? Are we observing? Are we understanding that even those people who work for the devil at some point is really going on God's side because they don't like what is going on? It's too much witchcraft in dancehall. Far too much witchcraft. Now the bloggers don't have nothing to really run with, because they're just running with some fake Rosalie script. When we already know that the guy is a fish. He don't want Rosalie. Some fake romance script. When we all know that TikTok police is a fish. He don't want any fake motherfucking script. When we know that any daughter, child is not for the father that she says it's for. How can a red man bring forth a child? How can a light-skinned man bring forth a child that is so black? How? Now, you know what they're going to do? They're going to start bleaching their baby skin because there's just too much jacket around here. What the freak is going on? We call that entertainment. A woman and her daughter crying, bawling day and night and still won't get out of the situation. Annie bouncing her pussy here, there, and everywhere like she in Carnation Market. These are the people that we are watching when we could have been washing our clothes, hanging it out online, feeding our children, taking care of ourselves. Career. But how many of us remember you today? Some people will say they do, but they don't. Because they took the spirit out of your platform and built their own, which makes you have less. You became less important, less famous, but we will forever remember a legend. Sikka Rhymes, remember, your mother asked me to bless you because she know that she was not gonna be alive. Sikka Rhymes, stop talking me. And you, Miss Queenie, I asked your husband to come back to you because I see that you're headed for hell. Whether he comes or not, it's up to him.
Yeah, put in the comment section if you agree with Amari. Now, I forgot to add in the beginning of the video the reason why you don't see Romeich no more, because him keep on a send man to go back stone woman, and the last straw was TJ and Mario. You see what I say? So he's bad for image, business, and he's bad for the corporate people, them image. So you don't see him, he's hiding behind T-listers, them nowadays, you see me? So I just wanted to include that, your site. Anyway, we're not going longer, this no longer, you know. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when we drop the latest though. Bless.